Good morning. It's Marnie Semick. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. And we are going to have a heart to heart conversation about what to do first when starting your coaching business. And also, please stop hiding behind preparation. You got to go out and you got to sell this thing. So let's dig in a little bit. As you know, I am a business coach and I help people. I have a large community of people, coaches and experts and authors. I help them grow their businesses online. So I've seen a lot of patterns in my business, and I am here to help you hopefully see some things maybe in yourself and your own actions so that you can move your business forward and have the lifestyle and the life that you desire, and also help a lot of people in the process. So today we're talking a little bit about feeling like everything needs to be perfect before you launch. And I see this a lot in my business with my clients who have, some of them label themselves as perfectionists, and some people just are really sort of stuck in the creation mode. Let's break this down a little bit. When we're talking about perfectionism, in some ways, I guess I consider myself somewhat a perfectionist, but I'm really not, because I put out content that is maybe at best mediocre. I have been out in front of people and have been talking to people. The reason why I'm successful now is I've consistently put myself in a position where I'm sort of ahead of myself. It's not all perfect. And I'm okay with that. And I think that you have to be okay with putting yourself out there and possibly getting rejected. First point that I want to talk about is perfectionism is just fear in disguise. We have this sensation of, wanting to get ready and wanting to make things perfect before we launch. And we're worried about how other people are perceiving us. And I totally understand this. This is very natural and common way to feel. As a human being, we don't like to be rejected. And then your coaching business is some sort of reflection of you. And so I fully understand how you feel. And I also feel that way too. However, it's one of those things that if you want to begin, you just have to move through that. And you have to shut down all the noise around this idea of being perfectionist. Your idea and your business is a work in progress. And you really want to start talking to your audience, which is my second point. Clarity comes after conversation, not before. You have come to the world with this amazing wisdom and this amazing idea of what you want to bring to the world. And you believe that what you want to do and how you want to coach, what you're an expert at, is really going to help a lot of people. And it probably will. But there's always a gap between what we think that the market wants and what the market actually wants. And so because this is not a business until you get a buyer, you have to have a lot of conversations with people. That means that you have to be getting out there before your product is even ready to be sold. You have to consistently go out and talk to people and see if they want to buy what you want to sell. Because if they don't want to buy what you want to sell, then you don't have a business, you don't have any revenue. You have to have a lot of conversations to get clarity around what people are willing to buy. Because what we're trying to do is we're trying to validate your offer and your idea by going to market and talking to a lot of people and seeing what people are actually willing to spend their money on. Okay. So that's important. Clarity comes after a lot of conversations, not before. And then movement creates momentum and sales. So if you're sort of stuck in this nebulous place of, my website has to be perfect, and, my digital course is not yet filmed, and you're like stuck in sort of preparation mode, like putting all the pieces into place, you're wasting a lot of time. You're missing your moment. So the moment is, you've got a really great idea. You've got to go like canvas and get out there and start talking to people. The idea is to create momentum by having a lot of conversations and finding out what people are willing to buy. And I know that this is hard to do if you're not a naturally gregarious person. I wouldn't consider myself a naturally gregarious person. I'm actually a little bit of an introvert. I really do like being alone, but I think I've moved through a lot of my fear of rejection of other people. I've moved through a lot of my fear of what people think about me. And this is like a great elevation in your life if you can get to a point where you don't care as much about what other people think about you. Moving through this moment of perfectionism that you're feeling, of the need to be prepared, the readiness that you need to feel, right? Having that not being ready, but doing it anyway, there's got to be some momentum there. That's how you get momentum in your business. So I'll give you an example. I have a couple of clients in this situation. And if this is you, if you're my client and you're listening to this, these words are for you. This constant thing of making sure that it's perfect before you go live, like there's no such thing as perfection. What you're doing is you're putting up a wall there and a barrier so that you are not stepping through it to do the thing that you don't want to do, which is selling your product or service. Selling your product or service is the way that you're going to grow your business. And it can be very uncomfortable for some of us, but it is the thing that is going to get you to where you need to be and where you want to be. And you want to have a robust business and an abundant life. And you want to have, people buying your stuff, leads and sales coming in without even trying, right? But you need to take those actions first, and we need to get clarity on what your offer is and find out if there's demand for your offer. Okay. So I hope this was helpful. I'm sending lots of peace and love and joy and prosperity on your day today. And please reach out to me if you have any questions. There's some links below if you want to learn a little bit more about what I do and how I help coaches, experts, authors, therapists, all kinds of people who are making the world a better place. See you soon. Bye.